Hello everybody and welcome to another Raid Shadow Legends video. This video is gonna be something, guys. It's been, I think, around 6 months, around there, since I made that old clan boss team. If you guys remember, literally was the highest damage at that point, the highest turn survivability, with non-unkillable, non-block damage. So yeah, it's been exactly 6 months since we've done the team with Badalkazar, Tyrant, Valkyrie, Vizier and Krisk. Krisk is such an OP champion, so good in every single aspect of the game: arena, clan boss, dungeons, huge carry if you're getting early on, etc. But enough with Krisk, let's talk about the team. So this team is based on a 2-to-1 ratio team with Apothecary and Sandlash, with High Khatoon and Sandlash. So if you guys remember, back in June, July, I was trying to 2-key Ultra Nightmare just with epic champions and rares without using any legendary champions. Unfortunately, I failed because I reached the conclusion that it's impossible with the champions we had at that point. But this team that I'm going to show you today, guys, is being based on that specific thing. So for whoever is curious about world records, we do have the Campfire Cult Discord, guys. That's literally the official place where you find the world records for dungeons, faction wars, clan boss. Everything you want to find out about times, teams, you'll be finding it in there. So I will be leaving a link in the description. Make sure you guys go and hop in that Discord. It's a lot of fun, a lot of things to find out there. So when I got Lydia, the very first day I said on stream, I said it to some of my buddies. I was even talking with Napoleon about it. I want to make a 2-to-1 ratio team with Lydia and Krisk in the same team. They're going to be super, super hardcore. Now, what we've done today, guys, is honestly gonna put to shame every unkillable team in the game. The current record holder is 126 million damage, or 127 million damage on Ultra Nightmare, and that's been done with an unkillable team, okay? So before we move over and show you the team, show you how to set it up, etc., I do want to share my disappointment with Plarium. 1 year ago, the clan boss turn limit was 150 turns. So back in the day when people were clan hopping using unkillable teams, you were able to do 150 turns on the clan boss. Then, like 6-7 months ago, when I've done the other team, the turn limit dropped to 120 turns. Super, super disappointing again, because they haven't announced it anywhere. I know it's not a big problem for most of the people. Nobody will really try and go to 150 turns anymore, because it's kind of impossible with the teams we have at the moment. But then, today, after probably 8 hours of work, I found out that the turn limit of the clan boss is dropped down to 100 turns now, which is super, super disappointing. I was curious to see how far I can get without having that sort of issue here, but let's hop quick and show you the team, guys. So there we are, guys. This is the team that we're using. We have Elton, Valkyrie, Badalkazar, Lydia and Krisk. These are some of my favorite champions in the entire game. Krisk is definitely at the top, Valkyrie the same at the top, and Badalkazar was honestly the first very champion in the game that I saw and I said, I want to get that guy. Look, he looks dope, etc. I mean, the design on him, the skills on him are super, super amazing. Now, let's jump in it and I'll tell you how to actually set it up. Now, how you see in the positioning here, guys, we have Elton number 1, we have Valkyrie 2, 3, 4 and 5. Now, in order for the stun to go on the right champions, you kind of have to follow this order. The only changes you could do is to change Valkyrie with Badalkazar and then change Valkyrie and bring her in Lydia's position. Then the stun will still go on the right champions. Unfortunately, you're not able to really control the stun here to be on any champion you want, just for the simple fact that these champions for the entire run will be on 100% HP, okay? So that means the clan boss is gonna go for the lowest amount of buffs. It might be a different way to make it that I haven't found out yet. Please do let me know if you find a different way to sort it out. I am curious to find out how you did it. If you've been able just to play with HP levels, defense levels, and the stun is consistent on the same champion, rather than a different one that I'm gonna be using here. So, the way you wanna start the run, guys, we click in either A1, A3 on Lydia. We're gonna place the counter up with Valk. In this way, she's always gonna pop the counter and we're gonna have it on every single AoE. You're gonna do A1 with Krisk. A2 with Elton, so like that we're gonna have defense up every single turn as well. Poisons with back, that will bring him on the right track with the cleans. And then here we're gonna start with Lydia's A2, guys. Speed, strengthen is such a super good buff for the clan boss. This team is honestly the best team you can find out there. They have the most amazing synergy from every other single team that's been created in the entire game. Defense up, ally protection, counter attack, shield, lots of heal, increased speed, strength and buff. Like all this together, guys, they take you to a next level. Like, I'm not even joking. You're about to see what's gonna happen with this team, and trust me, you're gonna be well impressed. A1 on Valkyrie. We're gonna do the extend here with Krisk. We're not gonna use the A3 on Krisk till turn 7. The reason for it is because he's gonna place increased speed on all the champions except him when we don't need that speed to actually make them in sync to go on a 2-to-1 ratio. So we're gonna go only A1 on Krisk for a little while. Now, I am showing you how to set it up here. Then I'm gonna transfer it to the part where I manualed all these clan boss guys, just to get a higher damage. And the reason I've done it is because I wanted Krisk to use only his A1 on Oro. He does use his A3 as well. It's not affecting that one at all. It's just I wanted to get those extra almost 60 hits from Krisk with his A1 to get more War Master procs, more damage and more damage. Because that's like 4 or 5 million extra damage, okay? Just by doing that on manual. So honestly, I worked around 8 hours to achieve what I achieved today, guys. Again, we're gonna place the counter here. A1 there, A2 on Elton, A2 on Lydia. Stun on Elton. How you guys can see, he is the lead, but he has the lowest amount of buffs out of all of them. So that's pretty easy on this round. The stun goes straight on him, back comes and cleanses, is perfect. But then on the next round is gonna be a bit different. So A2 on Krisk here, we want him to extend all the buffs we have. A1 here again, A1. A1 is fine just there. Again, A1 on Krisk, we don't want to change nothing. We can use an A3 on Lydia here. Get that poison sensitivity, get double hit. More damage from there than the A1. A1 on Elton. A2 on Valkyrie, so we're placing that counter again. So on this round here, on the second stun, Badr Khazar is gonna get the stun, okay? So no matter how you switch them around, the stun can go wrong, okay? So if Badr Khazar is not in the right place, either in position here where he is, either instead of Valk, Krisk or Lydia is gonna get the stun, or even Valkyrie. It's not a huge problem if Valkyrie gets the stun, how I said. You're able to redress that and bring the counter on the right turn of the clan boss, so you have the buffs at the right moment. But if Lydia or Krisk gets a stun, it's pretty much game over. You're not gonna be able to recover from it as easy. You've seen we use the cleans from Badr Khazar, drop those poisons, even though it was not the turn to do it. But he's gonna get a stun here, so that's absolutely fine. We don't have to worry about it, so there he goes. Stun goes on back. As easy as that. So from here on, you can control the stun on 2 champions, okay? How I said, I haven't found a way to do it on Elton or on Valkyrie. But let me know if you found a way, guys. I am curious to see what you guys did, if you managed to do that. Again, A2 on Krisk here. We'll still wait a bit with his A3. We'll be using it now. Badr Khazar is fine, we don't have to worry about it. He's gonna get in the right sync from here on. We're gonna use A1 here. A3, and from here we can literally just click Oro. Now, the champion that eats the stun in my team is Lydia. Yeah, probably you guys are wondering, well, Scratch, that's such a dumb idea. Lydia, she counterattacks when the clan boss places a stun. Yeah, that's true. So I am missing a minimum of 1.5 million damage from this full potential of the team, just because Lydia eats the stun. But then, I don't want Chris to get the stun. The reason for it, this team is not gonna last more than turn 60. Why is it not gonna last more than turn 60? Because the champion that gets the stun has no ally protection. So how you guys are gonna see towards the end of the run, this team has no issues with the champion on the stun. We do have problem on the second slam because the clan boss hits so hard, and if he crits my Krisk early on, he can die because of the ally protection buff. Then Lydia, she loses the ally protection buff on the second AoE from the clan boss, so she has a small chance of dying as well from an unlucky crit. But rather than that, the stun can take us, honestly, the next level. Like, we don't have enough turn limits in the clan boss to actually go on with the stun. That's how good Lydia gets the stun there. We have ally protection, we have strengthen, defense up. So she can survive on and on and on. Now, this is the team right here, guys. We have some poisons from Badr Khazar. I will be showing you the stats towards the end of the run here. They hit pretty hard. We have all the buffs and debuffs that we need in a team. We have weaken, defense down, attack down. We have some poisons in as well. Then Elton hits like a beast. I don't have full crit rate on all the champions, unfortunately. If I would have full crit rate on all the champions, I don't want to think of what I could do with this team, honestly. I don't want to think about it because it will be like insane. So, here it is, guys. I will be fast forwarding, moving towards the run where I manualed. The best I got on full auto was 121 million. Survived 89 turns. That's what I got on full auto. I haven't retried it again because, how I said, I wanted to go for the world record, so I manualed. So I'm gonna fast forward a bit, bring in the run where I manualed and see the total damage and what exactly happened with this team. So here we are, guys, 70 turns later. We're super close to having that world record knocked down. We are on 125.5 million damage. The team still looks strong. How you guys can see, they're still on full HP, full shields. They are getting pretty hammered from here on. Like, Lydia, she's almost at the brink of collapse there, unfortunately, but we hit that world record. So we have 126.7. If I recall it right, the world record is 127.0 something. So there we are. We knocked it off. That's it. We have no other world record holder than ourselves here, guys. So, how you guys can see, we don't really have an issue with the stun. How I said, Lydia is gonna take the stun on the entire run here, except the first couple of turns. I am missing of a bit of a damage, probably 1.5 to 2 million damage, just from her counter-attacking on every single stun. But I haven't managed to change that. I don't want the stun on Krisk, how I specified it before. So, the way it still works amazing. We are on turn 88, almost 130 million damage. We are manualing for the simple fact that we want Krisk to use only his A1. So this team goes on a 2-to-1 ratio. So that means that Krisk is gonna get to use his A3 on full auto. If I let it go, he's gonna use his A3 instead of A1 almost 60 times. If we survive 90 turns only, okay? So we're missing on a lot of damage if I leave it on auto. So probably we'll be missing on around 4, 5 to 6 million damage only from Krisk alone. But how I said, unfortunately, Plarium decided to change things again without announcing everyone. That's just the way they're doing stuff. They're never announcing about changes in the game when they're changing some things. I know, how I said, is not a very important thing for most of the people because not everybody cares about it. Not everybody gets to get so far in the clan boss, but yeah, they should honestly have a bit of more transparency and say, look guys, we changed this turn limit from here. Faction Wars has a 50 turn limit. If you don't do that in the right time, you're not gonna 3-star it, etc. But honestly, they're not saying shit about it, which is disappointing, honestly. So we almost lost Krisk there. He got a nasty crit. Let's bring him back. You guys can see they're gonna heal non-stop. Badr Khazar is such a strong healer. Poison plus his passive gives us all that extra damage. You've seen what I've done in the Spider with Septimus. One-shotted the Spider without an issue just because of his passive and taking a bit of advantage of the masteries. Again, we survived that slam as well. So honestly, the biggest enemy of this team is the second AoE, the slam of the clan boss, because he hits so much harder. Honestly, sometimes it's gonna end Krisk or Lydia around turn 85, turn 80, and that's a bit of a problem. Now, the rest of the runs that I've done on Oro, guys, and I manualed a few more before, I didn't realize what masteries I had on Elton. I had support 3 on him. I didn't have really good masteries for clan boss, so he was missing on quite a bit of damage there, unfortunately. How you see the stun is perfect. That ally protection really helps keeping the champion that gets the stun alive. If you would use Krisk as a stun taker, he would die much, much earlier. I know. That's for the simple fact that he will not have ally protection. Strength and buff, I cannot say it enough. For how long I've been waiting for a champion that brings Strengthen on a 3-turn cooldown. We do have Wurlim with defense up and Strengthen, but he's on a 4-turn cooldown. Because of that, you can really create the perfect synergy in the team with Wurlim, but you can still use him on a 4-to-3 ratio, and he will give you a pretty solid advantage against the clan boss. With reducing that damage by a flat amount is absolutely insane. Turn 95, still going, guys. We're not giving up. 140 million damage. High defense team, we're putting unkillable teams to shame. Honestly, get out of here, unkillable teams. They are my favorite teams because, how I said, I can keep the best gear I have for my arena champions. But we are 15 million on top of the world record with an unkillable team, which was manual as well. It was not auto. That's absolutely insane. High defense team to take you so far is crazy. Turn 96, guys. Everybody thinks the clan boss run ends at turn 50 because they're so used with unkillable teams. But no, the turn count used to be 150. Then it got knocked down to 120. And now again, you're gonna find out where it got knocked out, because I am disappointing to see that it got knocked out and nobody knew about it. Like, I didn't know about it because I haven't got so far in the clan boss to survive this insane amount of turns. How I said before, we survived 83 turns with my old team that I made like 6 months ago. At that point, that was insane to see that you're able to survive so many turns with the defense team. Stalwart gear is super, super important. Again, Stalwart is mainly important on Krisk and Lydia. How you guys can see, Val got an unlucky crit there, but Elton and Badalkazar, they barely got scratched. Like, honestly, they lost no HP. Beck still has shield after that insane slam. So it's not so important to run a Stalwart on the rest of the champions. I do have Stalwart on Badalkazar, I have Stalwart on Krisk, I have Stalwart on Lydia. But rather than that, I would not bother to give Stalwart on Valk, I would not bother to give Stalwart on Elton, because it's not gonna help us, unfortunately. We are here, turn 99, 146 million damage. We are almost 20 million on top of the world record, guys. 20 whole millions. There we are. 20 millions on top of it. On turn 99. Double survivability than an unkillable team. Turn count number 100. It looks beautiful to see it. I haven't seen this since last year, I think January, or was this year in January? I can't remember. Yeah, this year in January, sorry. When we used to use our unkillable teams, go for 150 turns. I will show you a couple of screenshots that we used to run with 150 turns on unkillable teams. I still haven't done this insane damage. I think the highest I've done was around 116 million. But honestly, I never really bothered in doing insane damage with it, with the champions I had at the moment. Probably I was able to do a much more solid damage if I wanted to. But I never really bother with it. I don't really care so much about world records and stuff. But with this one, we gotta claim it, you know? We do have to claim it. 150 million damage, guys. Like, this is no joke, man. Turn 102. We lost Krisk, we lost Lydia. The rest of champions, they were on full HP. And unfortunately, Plarium decides to screw me over with turns limit reached. The turn limit used to be 120 turns a few months ago. Now seems like they cut it down to 100 turns. Super disappointing. I won't be able to see the damage that the champions did at the end. I really want to see that damage, but unfortunately we cannot. So I'll show you some screenshots from the other runs I've done. But 151 million damage, 24 million damage on top of the world record. Please come and knock it down, guys. I wish you luck with it. Use a different team and knock down the 151 million record on the clan boss. 103 turn count. Don't go over 100 turn limit, guys, because that's what's happened. The game is gonna crash. That's how it always used to be. So let's have a quick look at the stats on the champions now. So let's have a look, guys. Sorry, I'm still a noob. I haven't managed to put my camera back on that because I was pre-recording all the runs. How I said, it took me around 8 hours. I've done so many runs. I messed up so many runs because I clicked on the wrong skill. So it was not a lot of fun day for me today, but luckily it paid off. So I have zero regrets for wasting all that time on it. So let's start with Lydia. We have her right here, Stalwart set and a speed set. How I said, I don't have full crit rate on all of them. Unfortunately, I wish I could get the full crit rate. But there we are, guys. We have 37k HP, 1.8k attack, 4.8k defense, 269 speed, 78 crit rate, 113 crit damage, 307 accuracy. A bit of an overkill on the accuracy. All the champions are fully booked, fully mastered. So that's what masteries I have on Lydia. This is from before. I never changed it. Literally on the first day when I've done the masteries for her. I've done it on stream, so you guys, some of you saw me, what a peg I was. I literally just clicked on it without thinking about it. But yeah, let's move over to Krisk, the superstar of the show. These two are the superstars of the show, honestly. On a Stalwart and a speed set. Total stats on him, we have 36k HP, 1.5k attack, 5.7k defense, 257 speed, 59 crit rate, 120 crit damage, 232 accuracy. Now, I said I will keep you up posted. Why do I have an accuracy banner on him? The reason for it, guys, is because I want that defense down when Lydia gets resisted to come in play from Krisk. If attack down gets resisted from Elton, I want attack down from Krisk so the run doesn't end early. I haven't showed you every single piece. For whoever is curious, sorry, let me go back to it. There we go. That's what we have. So that's her. A lot of defense everywhere, accuracy banners and stuff. I really can't wait to rebuild my arena team now. That's Krisk. A lot of place for improvement on the gear, man. So probably some of you guys there might have a slightly better gear in Stalwart, in speed. And it's going to be easier for you to do it. Then number 3, we have Bad Elcazar. Stalwart set and a speed set. I haven't changed Bad Elcazar in ages. This is the way it's been from my previous team. Total stats on him, we have 38k HP, 4.2k attack, almost 5k defense, 218 speed, 61 crit rate, 92 crit damage, 279 accuracy. Masteries, the same. We have offense and support on him. Extend those poisons. Not so much about the heal because Krisk is going to extend that, but try to extend the poisons, getting more damage. Masteries on Krisk, the same like on Lydia. Now, we having Mr. Elton here. I literally had way different masteries on him. If you guys check the video that I've done on Elton, that's what masteries I've got on him before I changed it. So unfortunately, I kind of lost on some damage on the previous runs that I've done till I realized that. We have him on a speed set and 2 broken sets. Total stats on him, 40k HP, almost 5k defense, 228 speed, 102 crit rate, 233 crit damage, 216 accuracy. A bit low on accuracy. I wouldn't mind like 10 more accuracy, but how you guys saw, he got resisted a couple of times, but nothing too crazy. That's the weapon, the helmet. A lot of glyphs missing. I haven't got glyphs to save my life for the last week since I've been working on this team. I'm only getting flats and flats and flats and flats. So honestly, I wasn't able to upgrade the gear with glyphs. The gauntlet right here, the chest piece, the boots, that's the banner, 3 damage amulet, defense, ring. And then we have Valkyrie right here, and then seems, there we go, she's the last one. Speed set and broken set. So 1 broken set, 2 speed sets. Total stats on her, 32k HP, 1.8k attack, 6.7k defense, 263 speed, 85 crit rate, 121 crit damage, a bit of resistance accuracy that really doesn't matter. That's the weapon right here. That's Trunda's weapon actually. We have a helmet, the shield, gauntlet, defense chest piece, speed boots, defense ring, defense amulet, and defense banner. Mastery is on her as well. That's what I have. More shield, more heal. So this rejuvenation mastery actually, it doesn't give 5%. I think it's giving 12.5% if I remember it right, guys. But that's for healing, for shield. We literally found out this from mistake. I was doing a slow boy team with a PK and a man-eater, and for some reason I kept on having problems with the stun. So that's how I discovered that this mastery actually heals more than it says. So that's what was throwing off all my team out of sync. So we've seen the teams, guys. Let's have a look at the screenshot. So I'll show you the best I've done before. We survived 89 turns, okay? And then we're gonna come back to that. So this is the very first key we've done, 117 million damage, okay? This was the very first round we've done. Full auto, you see 32 minutes. It didn't took us like 40 and something. That's the first world record key that I've done. 42 minutes manual, survived till turn 89. Wrong master is on Elton, and I wasn't in Platinum Arena. I was in Gold, so that kind of lowered a bit my stats. Then for the run we've done before, I was in Platinum, changed the masteries on Elton, and I don't think I changed any other gear on Champions because I had 0 upgrades. Then the best, I had one with 121 million damage screenshot somewhere here. I can't find it right now by the looks of it, but I do have another one with 119. Full auto as well, how you guys can see, 28 minutes this time around. I got it up much faster. But then let's talk about a few other teams that we had before, okay, and was 150 turns, okay? So there we go. This was 150 turns before, unkillable teams. This was over 1 year ago. Xayvia, Skullcrusher, 2 man-eaters, and Dracomorph. It only took 42 minutes, this one, on 150 turns, but was not going on a 2-to-1 ratio, was going on a 1-to-1 ratio, so it doesn't take so much time for every turn. But that's the best I've done, 109 million before with this team, 150 turns. Here already, the unkillable teams got nerfed down to 50 turns. They can't survive longer than that. Here again, this was 3 man-eaters, Draco and Eotar, 150 turns on the clan boss, 24 minutes. That's how fast it used to run because we had no counter attack here, nothing. So it went pretty good. We actually don't have a counter for the turn limit, so we used to count the turns by multiplying how many stuns we got and stuff. That's how it kind of used to work. Then when I've done this was like 6 months ago when I've created this team. On Nightmare, I've done 120 turns. So here was the turn 119. So I know for sure that 6 months ago, the clan boss still had the limit of 120 turns. Because once I passed this damage and the turn count, I hit the turn limit and I get the same error I got before, like I got it today. So seems like, unfortunately, they knocked that down. But sorry, we didn't really have a look at damage here. So on this key right here, 127 million, which is not my world record submission, I'm gonna submit the other one because we've done it. You guys saw it. 42 million damage from Elton, 24 from Valkyrie, 26.4 from Badr Khazar, 15.7 from Lydia, and 19 from Krisk. And how I said this was manual, I manual Krisk, okay? So here, Krisk was on full auto. All the run was on full, and we're missing 4 million damage. If you enjoyed the video, guys, thumbs up, subscribe for more content, turn on notifications to see when we upload next, and I will see you all soon on another video. Stay safe and peace out, guys.